NBC5 medical expert Dr. Robin Miller joining us now for this week's Focus on Health.
Dr. Miller, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get to our very first question.
All right, does enjoyment of life help us to live longer?
Yes. Researchers in the UK looked at this. Over 9,000 people were studied during the period between 2002 and 2006. They were questioned about their enjoyment of life 3 times during that period. Believe it or not, 24% reported no high levels of life enjoyment. That's sort of sad. 20% had 1 instance of high enjoyment, 22% with 2, and 34% with 3. The risk of death was decreased by 24% in those reporting 3 instances of high enjoyment of life compared to those who had no enjoyment.
Interesting. Who had the highest level of enjoyment?
Women,
Okay.
people who were married, and had a higher education level.
Interesting.
That guy squeezed in there.
Maybe a few guys, but a lot of women.
Women. Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Our second question is, are there any recommendations you have for patients with fibromyalgia?
Yes. First off, an anti-inflammatory diet is very helpful. This is a diet rich in whole foods, vegetables, fruit, and lean protein. Patients do well avoiding refined sugars, dairy, refined flour, and gluten. And in addition, exercise such as Tai Chi and yoga can be quite therapeutic. Adequate vitamin D is also important.
Okay, how does stress factor into that?
Big time. So acupuncture will help, meditation, relaxation treatments, that sort of thing, massage.
And you mentioned yoga already too.
Yes.
So, okay. All right, our next question, can meditation help people with severe anxiety?
Yes, a Georgetown University study found a group of patients enrolled in a stress management course that either did or did not include meditation training. 8 weeks later, they were asked to give a public speech on short notice, something that makes everyone nervous. Blood samples from the meditation group showed a significant drop in stress hormone levels, while the non-meditation group became even more anxious.
Okay, if someone wants to meditate and has never done it, I know it's hard for me to sit still for 2 seconds. Any tips for how they start?
Well, first focus on your breathing and just let the thoughts run in and out of your head.
Okay.
If you need help, there's an app actually called Headspace, which is excellent.
Of course there is.
There's an app for that. There are tapes and discs that
Okay.
you can find someone whose voice you like and listen to it. And there are actually some yoga instructors around who can help with meditation as well.
Probably a million resources on the internet,
Absolutely.
too. Right at your fingertips.
Absolutely, but Headspace is really good. My kids like it actually.
Okay,
good
good
to
to
know.
know.
Yeah.
Well, and Oregon is on track for a record-breaking flu season. The number of confirmed cases and hospitalizations is higher than the last several years. Dr. Miller, what do people need to do if they think they have it?
Well, stay away from everyone else. That's number one.
Don't share it.
No.
Just stay away from people. All right.
Right. And if you can catch it within the first 48 hours, you can use Tamiflu, which may shorten the course.
Okay.
Tamiflu, of course, makes some people very nauseated.
Okay.
And lots of fluids, treat the symptoms, rest, don't go to work,
Yeah.
don't exercise.
Don't
Back
spread
to
it.
step
chill,
one, don't
Yeah.
share it.
Start watching
Yeah.
Netflix or something, but stay home.
Okay.
Okay, so you kind of talked about avoiding people. Beyond that, what's a good way for people to avoid the flu in the first place?
Well, number one, you can get a flu shot, and it's still available. And bottom line, wash your hands. That is the biggest thing that will protect you.
Okay.
Okay, good advice right there. We want to let you know that you can send your questions in to Dr. Robin Miller right there at the address on your screen, or better yet, email them in. Dr. Miller at KOBI5.com. Look for the answers to your questions right here next Tuesday night.
Jam-packed Focus on Health. Thanks for being here, Dr. Miller.
Thanks for having me.
NBC5 meteorologist Adam Kolpack's up next with your weather forecast.
But first, take a look at what's coming up tonight in primetime.